Subscribe to Learncab and hit the bell icon to get notified.
My dear soldiers, first of all, let me talk about a very important issue which is now going on actually here. A issue, a change, a revolution which they are bringing in the CA course. Making the course more relevant, for the industry requirement and for the latest changes, tremendous changes they are bringing to the course. That's a very good step taken by the CA Institute. So for now, next 10-15 minutes, we'll understand what are the changes which are going to happen and how do I go forward with this actually. First of all, CA new course, the number of subjects are getting deleted. The number of subjects which you are going to learn, they are removing from the relevant groups. The group size are being reduced from 4 subjects per group to 3 subjects per group. And are we diluting the quality of the subject or diluting the quality of the CA course itself? The answer here is no, but the learning has been made more relevant and more sharper. One of the biggest decision taken here is that when you have to join for articleship only after CA intermediate, which is a very good step, and then they have reduced the articleship from 3 years to 2 years, which is again a very good steps. They say that in articleship, you're doing only articleship, that's it. You're not going to do any other thing actually here, no examination leave, nothing. So they have made it very, very clear that articleship should be only for the practical training and made it very relevant. And if you want to practice in future, then post qualification, once you become a CA, you need to undergo 1 year training again under a practicing chartered accountant, which is a very welcome step because almost 85% of the students are moving towards industry and only 15% of students are coming to practice, and definitely it's a good step in a right direction for those students, qualified chartered accountants who want to practice in future. For them, yes, additional 1 year articleship training has to be done, post qualification training for 1 year under a practicing chartered accountant. It is a very, very relevant step in the given time. So now, my dear soldiers, what are the changes they have brought in? Now, first of all, talking about the foundation. Now, foundation, basically, we have 4 papers, but what they have done is that they have just reduced the weight of foundation paper. First of all, you have paper 1, accounting. Accounting will always be the heart of the CA course. Definitely will always be the heart of CA course. So what they are planning to do is that they are going to take up some syllabus of the accounting and they are going to put in the paper number 1. In the intermediate, what they may push certain syllabus to the accounting and foundation level. Paper number 2, that is business law, they completely removed the business correspondence and reporting. It has been removed, and they say that let them learn at a practical level. Correspondence, drafting, let them learn at a practical level. Third one, quantitative aptitude, which is nothing but the combination of maths, stats and logical reasoning. And paper number 4, business economics and business commercial knowledge. So they have removed that paper, business commercial knowledge. The rules of the admission remain same. You get the registration after 10th standard and you are ready to write the examination only after 12th standard, and there's a minimum study period of 4 months for the foundation. Now, next what they have done, coming up to the intermediate course, the CA new course of intermediate. Now, intermediate, what they have done, they have brought down the number of subjects from 8 papers to 6 papers, which is a very, very appreciable move by the CA Institute. It's a very, very appreciable move, according to me. Sir, are we reducing the burden on the students? Are we trying to make the course more attractive? Rather than using the word more attractive, I will use the word to make the course more and more relevant, more and more focusing, more and more sharper in nature. And I think it's a welcome move. So what they have done in the paper 1, they have taken accounting and advanced accounting, they have merged and they have made it into one single paper. You had corporate law and other laws. Now they have taken out the other laws and they have just added the corporate law. Now corporate law here, earlier you were learning from section 1 to section 148 of the Companies Act. Now you have to learn the entire company law. Entire company law you have to learn, and that is the thing here. And next you have the paper number 3. You have cost and management accounting. Cost and management accounting. That is a paper number 3. And then the paper remains the same. Paper number 4, taxation, which comprises of your direct tax, indirect tax, remains the same. And you have paper number 5, auditing and code of ethics. Now, code of ethics is something which is newly been added. Now, code of ethics means as a chartered accountant, how will you conduct in the society? What are your responsibility towards the society, towards your client, towards your article, towards your employee, towards the people at large? So, code of ethics is all about the behavior of CA. It's a very, very welcome move that we start teaching the code of ethics at the inter level itself. That is very, very important. So not only the auditor should comply with the requirement of ethical requirement, but even the student should also be aware about their rights and duties. It's a right step taken by the CA Institute. And then you have relevant papers like financial management and strategic management. Very good steps. Sir, what about the papers like economics has been removed and enterprise information system? What about these papers? So these papers have been removed. Economics for finance, they have merged with the business economics at the foundation level. And enterprise information system, they say let the student have a practical training of technology. Let them have a practical training of technology. And that is why they have shifted to a training level. So now you're left with the 6th paper. And strategic management, yes, definitely this is a decision making subject, because in future as a CA, you will be more, you have to evolve yourself as a decision maker or a problem solver. Either you have to be a complete decision maker or a problem solver, and that is what they are trying to make the subject more and more sharper. That's the thing here. Good move. Now, next one. Coming up to at the final level, again, I have only 6 paper. Sir, whether we should be happy? Definitely, as a student, definitely you will be very, very happy. Sir, whether the quality of the course is compromised? Answer is no, not at all. They are not at all compromising the quality of the course actually here, but rather they are making, they are using different learning tools for the students actually, and it's a right decision taken by the CA Institute in a right direction. It's a right step they have taken. Now you have paper 1, financial reporting, very relevant. As I said that accounts is a part of chartered accountancy. And then paper 2, advanced financial management. And paper 3, advanced auditing and professional ethics. The paper remains same. And then paper 4, direct tax and international taxation. Paper 5, indirect taxation. Okay. So these paper, they remain same. Now, what is the paper they have removed? They have removed the corporate and economic laws, which what they have done, they have shifted these papers through a self-paced learning module. Through a self-paced learning module, they have shifted this document. Sir, what is a self-paced learning module? In fact, this concept was brought in for chartered accountants 5 years back. Chartered accountants who are in industry, who are in practice, where we log into the website of the CA Institute. There'll be a learning module. Say, for example, forensic audit. When I was studying CA, I did not have a subject of forensic audit. Now, there'll be a subject of what you can say a forensic audit. That subject will be there. Now, this subject of what you can say the forensic audit, which I did not learn earlier, now I can learn through the self-paced learning module. This was already there for chartered accountants almost 6 years. Now the same concept they have brought in for the students. They said that once the student will pass the CA intermediate examination and before they write CA final paper, let them clear 4 self-paced learning module. In that you have your corporate and economic laws. They said that you have to learn in this module. So it means what will happen, I'll tell you. They'll just defray some knowledge. There'll be some video you will learn. Then they may give you an MCQ kind of format question they'll be giving to you. You have to solve, and then moment you say okay, you score above cutoff, then you go to the next topic, like that. I think it will be on that concept actually, where you can learn this anywhere, anytime, no restriction on when you can take the test actually. It will be totally be automated actually. So it's a very good move by the CA Institute, which we are moving towards the international way of learning. It's more of like, say, self-study. You can do self-study on your own. Why not? Why not a student can definitely do a self-study, and that is a thought process behind this. Similarly, the strategic cost management and performance evaluation, even that is also being shifted to self-paced learning module. Then they have brought in other topics like, say, forensic audit, constitution. They have brought in, which is your choice actually. Here you may choose them actually. Here for any subjects you can choose under them. But these two topics which were there as a full-fledged subject for you, now they have turned into self-paced learning module. It's a good thing according to me. Students who are doing, like, say, group study, they can assemble, they can discuss, they can start taking the test together like that. So it always enhances the learning thing. So it's a good right step in a right direction, I would like to say that. Now, next one, what they have done is that, yes, the steps are same. First of all, you register for the CA foundation, and then the study period for that will be 4 months. After the 12th examination, you have to study for 4 months. So now then you can take up the examination. So writing the CA foundation examination, and then registration for CA intermediate. Now here also you can include the direct entry students, and then study period for them is 8 months. Earlier what was happening, the direct entry students should have undergo articleship training. Now that is not required. You have to complete both the groups of CA intermediate, then only the articleship will start actually here. Now as a practicing CA, definitely what will happen, I'll be concerned, because now you will get only, what you can say, the less number of students actually here, but it will be good actually for the profession, because you will get only quality students who are really serious about the course actually. So they pass both the group of CA intermediate and then start the articleship. Now suppose if you pass one group, now another group you will take leave for 1 month, 2 months, then again come back. So articleship also gets disturbed. Now once you start the articleship, so after writing the CA inter examination, after passing the CA intermediate, now you register for CA final, and then articleship for 2 years. No study leave, nothing, because you passed CA intermediate examination. You have to just do a focused articleship. That's it. Here I would highlight this one thing, that everything is revolving around focus. So we have just reduced the excess baggage. Let the student be focused on subject. See, we are the market leaders when it comes to accounting, when it comes to audit, when it comes to direct tax, when it comes to indirect tax. We are number 2 in company law matters. We are number 2 or 3 in costing matters. So it makes sense, my dear soldiers, for bringing this change. Let us focus on the subjects where we are core, where we are extremely very core actually. Let us focus on those subjects. Let us not dilute. That is the intention of the CA Institute. That's the thing here. As for a student, definitely it's a win-win situation. And then completion of, again, 4 online modules. As I told you, self-learning module you have to learn, and this you have to do during your articleship. The 2 years period, you go back, you will have to complete all these 4 modules. That's the thing here. And then a proper study period of 6 months to be given for CA final examination. Means what? Once you complete your articleship of 2 years, 6 months, in that 6 months period, after 6 months only you can write the CA final examination. So proper study time we are giving actually. That's the thing here. And writing the CA final examination, and yes, focusing on the final examination. This is a very good booster given by the CA Institute actually here, helping the students to grow, to progress actually here, making it relevant with the dynamic times actually, my dear soldiers. That is what I would like to say here actually here. Sir, 3 years to 2 years, but what has happened here is that there are no study leaves actually. So if you see, hardly there may be some 100 or 150 day difference will be there, but otherwise definitely it makes sense to shift to this new dynamic course, my dear soldiers. Great. So it was great talking to you actually here.
Subscribe to Learncab and hit the bell icon to get notified.